Oh, God.
I know. It's my worst nightmare.
Ladies and gentlemen, if this person is seen in your neighbourhood, please call the police immediately.
Don't they always register?
Fancy waking up to that every morning.
Oh, stop it. Too much.
Good morning, Vietnam! Welcome everyone watching on Rumble, on Twitter, on two YouTube channels, Scott and mine. If you don't want to watch the adverts today on my channel, please head over to Scott's and watch over there. No adverts on Scott's channel. I'm going to say a big hi to Marcus from Sweden joining us this morning. Panzercat from Scotland.
Meow.
Paul Price from Australia. And the one and only Tasmanian devil himself. It's Scott, everybody.
Hey, girl.
How are we all this morning?
Oh, good, Terry. Yourself?
Oh,
Excellent. We've had 2 days of stunning weather in York today and yesterday, and it looks like it's going to be another scorcher today. Oh, we hit 25 degrees centigrade. Aren't we lucky?
I know. It's perfect.
Have you got the sun over there in Sweden as well, Marcus?
I don't know in Sweden, but here in the Netherlands, we have stunning weather. Should I say Poland?
Yeah, I was going to say, he's not in Poland, Terry.
You said Denmark earlier. Anyway, let's go around the tables first off and see what we're all up to today. Good news from Marcus as well. He found the bit that pinged the other day.
Yeah, but I've already put that kit away for a different project, so I will go back to that later. But yeah, at the moment I am working on this one, the AFV Club Scimitar. And Panzer, I would like to thank you for finding the tracks for me for this one.
You're welcome. Like I said, the most UK retailers are selling the tracks for about 16, 17 quid. Mike Shackleton at Scorpion Motor Miniatures, he imports himself direct from AFE Club, so he's got a decent price.
Great. Yeah, and the price, as you said, was not bad at all.
Yeah,
that's not what I expected at all. So perfect.
You can also buy detailing conversion sets that are resin from Mike as well.
I think I'll stick with the tracks, but that's good. That's a good point. I have to say, yeah. I'm not going to pour down too much money on this kit, but there we go.
I mean, some of the stuff that he does is 3 or 4 quid.
Okay, I'll have a look. Who knows? There might be a big purchase coming up. Damn it! So
have you actually gone down the rabbit hole then, Marcus, and bought the aftermarket tracks?
The tracks, yes. I've ordered those. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was needed on those.
Yeah, because I was looking at the pictures and you can see they sag a little bit on this one. And it's not gonna look right with the rubber ones. So,
yeah, they don't. The rubber ones don't sag at all.
No,
and
taut.
Yeah, and when they're taut, they actually have a habit of curling up on the cross section between the drive sprocket and the road wheels. So you actually see the track instead of being flat, there's that with the road wheels in between. Yeah, trust me.
Awesome, thank you, Marcus. Let's go over to Scotland for Panzercat Churchill.
Well, I'm continuing with the Churchill. Just a few bits and pieces still to add to this. I'm currently waiting for some special cable to arrive. I was kind of hoping it would be here before Easter, but it hasn't left the manufacturer or the distributor in Poland, of all places, because the UK, there's only one UK retailer, and he's out of the size that I need. So I had to order it direct from the manufacturers in Poland. So I'm hoping that it will be here before Easter, I hope, because that being a long holiday weekend. But more or less, the vehicle's complete. I've just a few detailed parts to do. I've also got to see if I can source a suitable tank crew for it. There's a couple of bits that I can do on the bridge.
Mate, that is such a cracking kit, though. Every time I see it, just like...
It is. It's a wonderful kit. I mean, this is the beauty of these AFE Club Churchill kits. They are brilliant little kits in their own right. The best recommendation I can give to anybody who wants to build the Churchill is to go and take a look at the Dieppe Mark III Churchill. It contains the basic tank kit, but it also contains a set of working track links in the box. All the other kits have the rubber band later style tracks.
Can I just ask, all that winching gear at the back there, is that all photo etch, or is that...
No, that's all the ones you can get at the back here's plastic. There's no photo on that at all. It's all
That's incredible detail in that scale. It really is.
Yeah, that looks great.
The only add-on that will be added to that will be the in-scale brass copper wire
Right.
that I will be using rather than where is it? It's hiding here on my bench. Nope, that's
Not ball string.
springs. Yeah, than the terrible fuzzy string that they supply
Yeah.
in the kit. I mean, I do have better quality string, but I'm keeping that because the company who makes that is no longer trade or is closing down, and it at £4 for 3 meters.
Well, you told me a great little trick for doing wires a while back, mate. You told me about this stuff here. Hang on, let me-
Yes, the easy line. Yeah, the easy line. Yep.
Brilliant stuff. Absolutely fabulous.
Yeah.
And that's my go-to now.
Cool.
Because you can have it saggy if you want. You can have it tight if you want. You can thin it down because it's like a bunch of little strings of rubber all attached together. So you can split that, believe it or not.
That's great. Yeah, I need to get me some of that. Yeah.
Cheap as well. I think there's a couple of quid for that. And there must be about 10 meters on it.
Yep.
Let's go over to our mate Paul Price in Australia.
Good, eh?
Nice.
Looking on the Porsche 911 GD1.
Ooh.
About
Oh,
to start
look at
putting
those scary looking decals. Oh, my
just,
God.
just about to start putting the Tamiya decal sheet on.
Oh wow. That's a great looking motor.
Very nice, Paul.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It is, but those
getting there.
decals scare the hell out of me.
But there is a trick for Tamiya decals.
Buy aftermarket ones.
Oh, heat gun. Yeah.
A heat gun. But not too hot, they boil.
Explain the process then, mate.
You just wave the heat on it to shrink it down into the panel lines. After you squeeze all the water out, it makes the decal conform better. Because
So do you not use the micro sol and the micro set?
they're a bit thick.
Right.
There is an alternative. It is called Athens. What was it? No, it's one of the American companies that do a very strong decal setting solution. That literally, if Microset and Microsol won't do it, this stuff does. They use it for setting decals on double O gauge or HO gauge railroad wagons in the US.
Okay.
I'm trying to remember who it is. It is a very strong decal solvent. I'm trying to remember who it is that did it. It's not Woodland Scenics. It wasn't Willis. That's the British company. But I'm trying to remember. There's an American company that does them. Trust me, this stuff is unbelievable. I had it, and unfortunately, I couldn't get it during lockdown, which is when I ran out of it, and I haven't bought it since then. But it literally, you put that on, and it will make any decal conform.
I have to look into that because that's pretty good. It sounds really good.
I'm going to let you crack on then, Paul. That's going to look stunning.
It's wicked. It looks wicked.
Yeah, it may even wind up in a bin. Or aftermarket.
Let's go over to my mate Scott. Here we go. Scott from Tasmania. Look at that.
Oh, that's a good kit, Scott.
Again, that's another beautiful AFE club kit.
Yes.
Let down only by the tracks again. Again, the tracks are too tight for the actual kit.
Oh, right. Okay. Well, I haven't actually looked inside, so there you go. There it is. It's all there. Look.
I think Pants has got himself a sponsorship deal.
I was about to say, this sounds very familiar.
Wait a second. Wait.
Well, I'm not going to build it just yet. I just wanted to look inside it.
Yeah. Get the aftermarket mantlet for it.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
the cover, the thingamabob.
Yeah. Goes over the.
Yeah. I could recommend you don't buy the AFE Club vinyl one, but you to go and take a look at Scorpio Model Miniatures, and buy the resin version. I found that but paint doesn't stay on the vinyl stuff. Just to prove that I am not in any way sponsored by AFE Club.
Wow.
This is a very rare. This is a very rare bench deck, Al.
Uh-huh.
Don't panic, everyone in chat. I'll get to the chat in just a second. But I'm looking forward to that Centurion build. I'm a bit of a fanboy of the Centurion. I just
builds
wish
up nice.
I just wish we could have had it in World War II.
Excuse me. Well, what I'll be finishing off today is this. I just got to put these pieces on, and I think that's it. There is one more piece. Obviously, you can see what's missing at the front end here, and it's only missing because I can't remember where I put it. I put it in a safe place where I know where it is, but I'm yet to find that safe place.
And again, I'll say you've done a perfect job on that, mate.
Yeah, it looks fantastic.
And yeah, well, thank you. But hopefully she'll be done today.
Yeah. Because one of the things with me is going overboard with leathering, and when I do it, it's either not enough or too much. I never get it bang right like that.
Well, I once heard an old saying is sometimes when you do overdo it, not enough is
Perfect.
not always too much. Bring this down a bit.
You're muted, Terry.
What?
Yeah.
Right, I'll try that again then because I was muted. Then. Okay, let's do some chat. There's about 30 messages. Again, thank you to everyone on Rumble watching us today, Twitter, and the 2 YouTube channels. Please don't forget, show a little bit of love over on Scott's YouTube channel. He's streaming to his as well. Bit of a thumbs up would be nice as well. So let's go to the chat. Where we're going to start with this. I reckon David Markey was first in today. Morning, Terry. Loads of mornings going on. Hey, David, welcome aboard, mate. Sophie's joined us as well. Welcome aboard, Sophie.
Hey, Sophie.
Letting everyone know he's in.
Evening, Sophie.
G'day, Dominic. I didn't see you there.
Evening, Dom.
Dom. Hello.
Right. Where did I put the plastic?
Sophie's saying, never had much sleep last night, wishing these bad dreams and nightmares would stop. You know, I sometimes get that, but it's usually when I've had cheese on toast before I go to sleep. My mum always used to say, don't you be eating cheese, and sometimes I used to eat pickle as well, so cheese and pickle, the worst thing late at night.
Oh, could be in a pickle.
Oh. Wow.
David Mike says, sorry to hear that. Sophie, Faulkner Station Engage joined us. Hey, welcome aboard, mate, Daz. How do everyone? Welcome, Daz.
Hey, Daz.
Hey.
Hello.
Yes.
G'day, Daz. How you going?
David Mike is saying hi to Marcus. Loads of hellos going on. Hello. Yes, good morning, everyone, from sunny England.
Doesn't always happen.
No, we've got to make the most of it in England when we get a bit of sunshine. I tell you, we go crazy. We're not used to it. We're just not. Last week,
All right. Where's my
everyone
tweet?
saying hi. No, Daz, you're not the only one not in blue. I think there's another one.
Yeah.
Dominic says, good morning. Tamiya decals are thick, but with that 2K layer on top, you can't see anything of them anymore. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Harry's joined us as well. Good morning, Harry. Welcome aboard. Saying good morning,
Morning,
Terry.
Harry.
Marcus 4B Scott, Panzer, Cat, and Dawn in chat.
Hey,
Hello.
Hello,
g'day, Harry. Not from Harry's practice, are you?
Dominic says, Australian decals included. I see. Nice box, Scott.
It's actually the Australian version, Dom,
Yeah,
that's served in Vietnam.
yeah. I
It
did
was
get a
the
picture.
Israelis who made the best use of the Centurion, though, wasn't it, on the Golan Heights?
Yeah.
Back when they were fighting... who were they fighting then? Was it Egypt?
Syria and Jordan.
Jesus. Loads of hellos going on. David Markey says, sorry, Terry, we'll be lurking. Catching bus to check on her ladyship. Okay, mate. Okay, David. Loads of highs going on. Sophie says, possums took it, Scott. The possums took it, Scott.
Yep, they took it.
those bloody possums.
And Natasha's joined us as well. Hey, Natasha.
Hey, Tasha.
Tasha.
Hey, Tash.
Natasha!
Well, I'm awake now, if I wasn't before.
And Plastic Monkey's joined us as well. Good morning, Plastic Monkey.
Hey, Paul, how
Morning,
you
monkey.
doing?
Hello.
Hey, Paul.
Hey,
Hello,
Scott.
the highs.
Say hello and good morning to Stu, please.
I'm getting there. Just 13 more chat messages to put up. Everyone's saying hi. Daz says, I'll do Tash. Sorry, missing your streams. Back working nights.
Oh. Well, it's a...
Well, you got to pay the bills, buddy.
Exactly.
Tasha says, hi, Daz. Sorry, I forgot you're back on nights again. Daz says, I'll do Harry. Hope you're well. And Wayne's joined us. Hey, Wayne. Welcome aboard, mate. Got the
Hey,
Wayne.
Wayne.
Hello.
Oh, you know what's coming.
Is he going to refer to a certain model again?
Well, I don't know. It's early in the morning still. Maybe he'll forget it.
Yeah.
Fat chance of that happening, Marcus.
I know.
But I like your enthusiasm.
I know. I have hopes and dreams like everyone else.
We've all got our little memes, haven't we? Marcus has got the BP thing. Paul's got the Mark 8, which he keeps on insisting on rubbing in because he got the medal with it. Actually, what's Panzer's meme?
Meow.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
The biggest stash in the world? That would be a great one.
Not a stash, it's a hobby shop.
I know. It is, isn't it? It's a retirement fund. That's what it is.
For the Americans, it's my 401k.
Which they don't have anymore.
Sorry.
Sorry.
The gift that keeps on giving, you know.
Harry Marwick says, yeah, doing fine, Daz. In the same boat as yourself. Shifts at work. Glad it's the weekend. No work until Monday now. Awesome. I'd like to say the same, but I'm always on call at work. So if I get a call, I've got to run. Lots of hellos going on. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. Natasha says, how you doing, Wookie Marcus? Marcus knows all about Wookie.
Oh, Tasha. I hope that's not my meme. Damn it.
Well, I think it's Pig Ewok.
Oh, no. Oh, God. Well, I guess it could be worse.
Technically, Marcus, you could in theory go to Greenland to live in the capital.
You could. You don't need any kind of visa or anything to get there. You just need a job that pays the bills. Yeah.
And best of all, the capital of Greenland is called Wook. Is it Wook?
Oh,
look.
come on, Panzer, really?
Or Nook, sorry, Nook.
Oh.
I couldn't help thinking that Roger Darcy and that bear of his, Nookie, would be right
Well,
at home.
we've been shortchanged there, haven't we? If you've got a town called Nook, then come on, give us the rest of it.
Yeah, yeah. People from that city must be called Nookies, you know.
Wow.
Yes.
Could have been Nook and Crangy.
Great location for a carry-on film.
Carry on up the Nook.
Carry on in Greenland. It's a bit cold, isn't it? A bit nippy.
Right, I'm just gonna put it out there, Marcus. I was watching the John Alex stream yesterday,
Yeah.
and I didn't realise you were hunting for work.
Yeah, I am.
Right, and you're quite handy, aren't you? Like
I am quite
carpentry,
handy.
bit of plumbing, bit of stuff like that.
I can do pretty much whatever is needed.
Mate,
I'm not going to go to the docks, but
no, but have you thought about maintenance work
actually, that's not a bad idea because that seems to be very versatile kind of
on the maintenance side of things? And I know, especially in hotels,
yeah.
the industry is screaming out for maintenance men.
I will definitely have a look. I actually never thought about it.
It might not be the money you're after, but usually you don't.
It's the money you need.
I just want the money to pay the bills. That's all I need. I don't care. I've given up my dreams of what I used to have, so that's fine.
The Netherlands would probably be the same as the English. In that they would have the same kind of pay structures for the maintenance workings. Hey, come on, that was good.
That was really good. I have to say, I was impressed. Were you impressed? I was impressed.
It started off all right.
Your maintenance assistant's pay starts in the UK. Maintenance assistant, you don't do any paperwork. You just run around the hotel fixing stuff and doing PPMs. That starts at around 30,000 quid. So I imagine it's about the
that's
same
not too bad. Yeah.
where you are.
Yeah.
If you get into the management side of things, if you can handle the paperwork, all the health and safety and all your compliance and things like that, as well as doing a little bit of organising of your staff, you're talking 35 to 55 grand, depending on the size of the hotel.
Yeah, no, I think, I used to run 140 people in 5 departments, so, I have a little bit of experience.
You've got it. You can nail that role.
There you go.
I will have a look into it, definitely. Thank you.
Yeah, I will eat it.
Oh, you're going to eat it?
Oh, hang on.
Oh, I was going to...
Can we have some too?
What are we getting?
Hey, Mum.
No.
What do you mean, no? You can't just...
He's got ice cream.
See? You have to share.
Well, he's done it
No, I
now,
don't.
right? Well, he's just said, and I was being good, not mentioning the Black Pearl.
Oh, for crying out loud. Here we go. You just did.
Anyone watching in that's brand new won't know about these memes.
The only way to find out is to explore other streams, I think.
All the links to today's panelists are in the description to today's video. So please head over to Marcus's. If you troll back a few videos, I'm sure you will see the rather famous Black Pearl incident.
Mm-hmm. It's a 2.5 year incident.
So let me see if I understand this correctly. Not finishing a model is now, instead of being a shelf queen, an incident.
I was about to say, yes, it's a car crash, mate. That's what it is.
Downstairs, I just finished 14-hour nights and back in tomorrow at 3:40 a.m. Oh my god!
Wow. Yeah, I'm not jealous of that, though. I have to say.
Amanda's in the house. Look out,
Amanda!
Hello, Amanda.
Good morning.
Hey, Amanda. Welcome aboard.
Morning.
Hope you're well.
I've just realised again, this must be the 20th straight stream where I've had no ladies, Panzer excluded, on the actual stream.
Oh, wow. You're picking.
Shall we try and get some ladies in here?
Of course. Why not?
Natasha, I can sling an invite over your way if you want to join us this morning. Amanda, same for you, my dear.
Oh, great! I don't have to fill. Oh, damn it!
Ladies and gentlemen, would you please welcome from the United States of America, probably the best modeler in the whole United States. It's King Bob, everybody.
Hey,
Good morning,
Bob!
everyone.
Hey,
Good
Bob.
evening, Bob. Oh, that's gold.
Oh, wow.
That is gold.
It's
Jesus
shiny.
Christ!
It's shiny gold.
That's amazing. That color
That's
is
the base
awesome.
color. It's gonna get. This is going over the top of it.
So
Ooh.
have you foiled that?
No, that's Tamiya gold, just
Wow.
straight gold.
All
That
right,
was
I
really
thought that
good.
was a sheet of foil that you had on your bench
This
there.
is right here. Yeah, I'm doing the. I'm going to put the all the little badges, like where it says Firebird on here, or it says
Right.
Pontiac on the back. I'm going to put the foil on first. Then I'll put the green paint on. Then after the green paint is on, I'll go through with a little lacquer thinner on one of these little tiny cotton buds, and I can clean the paint off just the top of the lettering. That's how you can do the fine lettering on these.
Stunning.
I love that
Stunning.
gold color. I would say.
That's one where you wouldn't want to sneeze.
Thing is, though, foiling is something I would really love to try at some point.
It's not
I've
very
never done it
difficult.
before.
It's not very difficult at all.
So how are you, Bob? Are you keeping well, my friend?
We're doing the best we can. Right
Very
now,
nice.
it's very cold here.
I am not going to do any complaining about our weather in the UK right now because it's just turned warm and I'm loving it.
Are you guys pulling in a heat wave?
I wouldn't call it a heat wave yet 'cause it's only like 24, 25.
Yeah, I
But
was
I
about to
reckon
say.
Yeah, when it gets to 26.
it wasn't like those 40-degree ones that you Aussies had last year. Jesus.
That's not a heat wave. That's summer.
Like summer. Yeah, I was about to say.
Exactly.
It's only in the UK
I-
that they call like 26, 25 a heat wave, you know.
Although I actually found it funny how the media down here called it a heat wave when it was only one day.
Yeah, that's a bit silly, isn't it?
Oh,
I'm sure it
heat
was
waves is like a week.
I'm sure it was Scott that told me that there was one place that hit 50 degrees or something.
Oh, there's a couple of places, and it was regularly happening.
Yeah, it sounds like a normality.
Most-
Whenever I think temperatures
most-
like that, though, I think of the temperature of the hot water in the hotel. The hot water comes out at 55
yeah.
from the taps. And Jesus, that is freaking hot. That's like boil an egg.
Yeah.
I know it's not boiling egg because it's 100 degrees to boil, but, you know, it's hot.
If you went and had a look today, it would still be registering something like that in places in the outback. Because even though usually at this time of year we're usually cold, it's still very much like summer.
Right, let's do a little bit more chat. Natasha says, Wookie Black Pearl, Marcus.
Oh, for crying out loud.
Thing is, once the cat's out of the bag, they're not going to let it go now.
I know. It's like Tourette's, isn't it?
Natasha said she's going to join us. Let me wing an invite over to her. Natasha. Ding.
Yeah. Scott,
Yeah, mate.
if you're after upgrades for your Centurion,
Yep.
Firestorm.
Firestorm.
Yeah, that's a little Australian company.
Oh,
All right. I'll go
I
you.
thought it was a cool accessory coming in. It's like Firestorm. Yeah, flamethrower. No, it was a company.
As a lot of the followers of the channel know, that I collect 1 to 16 scale Tamiya full option tanks, and there's a few missing from the collection, and I'm just waiting for Tamiya to re-release them. Fingers crossed, re-release them. But one one they are still selling that is available. And don't any of you buy it for me because it's way out of pocket. Is their Centurion, which is currently selling for, hold your breath, 1,012 quid
Wow.
for the kit.
Yeah, which mark is it though?
Oh,
Let me bring it up for you. Tamiya 116. I can't remember now.
It's the Mark
Is that,
3, I think it is.
is that all it is, Paul? Firestorm?
Your Firestorm and
Sorry, I take that back. It's 1,170 quid.
it's going up.
Holy Jesus, Mother of God!
Try that.
It's a Centurion Mark III, but it is absolutely beautiful.
Can you show us?
I'll bring it up now.
yeah, it's Firestorm.
Yep.
I mean, they do all the conversions
Mm.
and all the Australian decals for everything.
Oh, there she is. Look
Oh,
at
yeah.
that.
It's sold
wow.
in.
That looks amazing.
Sold in Frontline Hobbies.
Yeah, or you go to them direct.
Yeah.
They do all the crews too.
I'm just licking my lips looking at that.
Yeah. Stop drooling, I was about to say, you know?
Thing is, whenever I start talking about these, I'm waxing lyrical. Tamiya were they weren't the original on the big scale tanks, but the first ones to put real working electronics that weren't Heath Robinson put together with the flash and the recoil and actual recordings of the engines. So, like when you rev up, it does that and whatever. And then obviously the Chinese started copying them, and it became. Got to be careful how I word this. When the Chinese first came out with their copies of them, they were really cheap. They were coming out at 50 quid back in year 2000. And the Tamiya ones were around about the 500 quid mark, which is all right. So in the space of 25 years, both types have got more expensive. The Chinese copies, they are around 200 quid mark, and all of the Tamiyas are around the 1,000 quid mark now. So the only way of getting them at a decent price is to wait until a ready-built one comes along that's got bits missing. And even then, you're still paying 500 quid. So bonkers, absolutely bonkers. Check your email, Tasha. I've sent an invite. Right.
No.
Now, sorry, I'll get there again. Everyone's saying hi. Lots of highs. And Amanda says, Mini Me is stealing my attention today. Then Wayne says, Sophie, do you think you will end up getting more Warhammer after you finish those tyrannies? Amanda says, and I'm also working on a project I can't share yet. About to be rude.
So, secret projects.
It's probably a crocheted basket full of cucumbers.
There's
Yeah.
very special veggies.
Special cucumbers.
David Markey says, I am on my phone, so can't see who else is in chat. Okay, David, I'll do my best to read everybody out. Jim says, good early morning from Chicago. Hey, Chicago.
Hey, Jim.
Morning, Jim.
Hey, Jim.
Hey, Jim.
Sophie says, I need advice on that, Wayne. Do I buy Space Marines or Tau?
The correct answer, Sophie, is both.
I thought you were going to say like Tiger 1 or something like that.
Yeah, because again, the Space Marines kit, you get if you get the starter set for the Space Marines, you get 3 Space Marines, bunch of paint, paintbrush, 20 quid, absolute bargain.
But the Tau look pretty cool compared to the Space Marines, though. That's the thing. Space Marines are a bit like normal meat and potatoes, in my opinion.
That's the Tau in it. That dude I did.
Towel. Oh,
That hangs in the bathroom, doesn't it?
Focus.
Oh.
Give Tau.
yeah. You're right, Paul. It's either in the bathroom or fold up in a wardrobe somewhere.
So that's Tau in it. That dude there.
I can't tell you.
Yes,
I don't
I
know.
would say that's definitely Tau.
Yeah.
A Tau Star Wars Trek thing.
Yes, exactly that.
David Mark says, hello, Jim. Jim says, question for Scott or Paul. Did either of you tune into Peter's memorial service? I tried using the link but didn't get anywhere.
No, I couldn't use the link either, and I got back a bit late from a doctor's appointment.
It actually got changed, and I don't know when. And there was an update
Okay.
on Peter's Facebook, but I totally forgot all about it. So, yeah, I was unable to attend myself.
Ladies and gentlemen, would you please welcome the First Lady to join our Saturday morning show? It's Natasha.
Wow.
Hey,
Hey,
Tash.
Tasha.
Hey, Dash.
Hello,
Hello.
Tasha.
Morning, Tash.
What an
Morning, afternoon, evening, whichever it is for you.
It's
I
very
I
was
was
morning
waiting to
here.
join you last night, Natasha. I was editing a video which I showed the guys in the green room earlier.
That's okay. I thought I'd annoy you with the link anyway.
Oh, what is it?
Eh?
What is it? I can't tell what it is.
Train coming out of the book.
Express train. Oh, cool. That is very cool.
Is that a Harry Potter thing?
Yeah. Well, it
Wrong
looks
colour.
a little bit like Harry.
Yeah.
Yeah, it kind of looks like it's probably unlicensed Harry Potter.
Yeah.
Mm.
I was
Well, it looks
swearing
nice.
over this last night.
Shush, we're not allowed to call it Harry Potter. We'll get in trouble from the consumer
We,
watchdog.
we didn't call it Harry Potter. We called it Harry Potter-esque.
I'm joking.
That's his cousin, Gary.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly that.
Harry Potter, yeah.
In a
I
different.
only got that far on it last night, and I was already swearing at the first layer.
Oh, really?
Yeah, should have heard me. I should have.
You're only doing this to make JC jealous, aren't you?
Yeah, why not? Isn't it? You know, I've got to do something.
It's a good attempt.
I know, isn't it? It's brilliant, isn't it? I can see the train already. And the track.
Awesome, that Tash. Welcome aboard to the Saturday morning train.
Thank you.
I am an absolute pain in the arse getting people out of bed at this time of the morning.
I was already up because I'm a carer.
Ah,
They come
okay.
early in the morning.
And you forget, I've actually just come off of a night shift, so I'm actually heading towards my bed.
You're one of the lucky ones, right? Okay, good. Yeah.
And we haven't got you for long this week, Panzer.
Oh, you got me till about 9, 10 o'clock. Well, but it's 9 o'clock now. You got me till about 10 o'clock.
All right, awesome.
Yeah.
David's asking if that Tamaya tank is made of gold. It may as well be for 1,000 quid. But all I can tell you is they are 100% worth it. Man, they are just so cool. When you had your shop, Panzer, did you ever sell those 1 to 16 Tamayas?
I was actually commissioned to build and paint 2 of them. I built and painted the Tiger one for a man named Sam, who was a mortician in Ayr, and then his friend bought the Pershing, but his friend bought the Pershing direct from Japan, and it had issues, And of course, the UK importers at the time, which was then Hobby Company, Hobbyco, would not deal with it because they hadn't sold it.
Right.
So he had to go back and contact the people he bought it from, which caused issues. So instead of it being completed in about 3 months, it took 18 months for it to be completely built and finished. And then, of course, yeah.
I was just wondering what the markup was back then on these things.
Tamiya kits, and the markup on the Tamiya kit back in the 1970s at the time was about 22 to 25%. And if you give a 10% discount to clubs, that means your markup is about 15%.
Yeah.
And that was it. The margins on plastic kits was not very good. Where we made up more money, it was on things like packs of scalpel blades that we could sell. And nobody would go to the local chemist and buy a pack of scalpel blades. They would come into us, and you could charge £1 for a pack of 5 blades. But once the likes of Home Hardware opened a store, a decent hardware store opened, we couldn't sell nuts and bolts for £1, 4 nuts and bolts for £1. We had to try to charge the price that the local hardware store was selling.
Right. Amanda says the secret thing she's working on at the moment, it's for a competition.
Yeah.
And then says, so I can only show it after the competition reveal.
Looking forward to that, Amanda. Yeah. Very curious.
Yeah.
Curious. Very curious indeed.
It's bound to be something cucumber shaped, though. We know that.
You might be surprised. Just saying.
It might not be cucumber, it might be banana this time.
Yeah, Wayne Wally agrees with me. The Space Marines have a starter paint set. So they don't do it for the towel then? In fact, I'm going to look that up in a moment. Have a look. That's for Sophie, that one, by the way. And Amanda says, of course, my goal is to win.
Of course.
Fingers crossed for you.
Yeah.
So,
All the best, Sophie.
ladies and gentlemen, Ron's joined us. Says, hi, Terry, panel, all in chat. Hey, should we try and use every single space on the panel today?
Cool.
Why
Your
not?
stream.
Yeah, exactly.
Ron, if you're available and you're out of your pajamas, you could join us if you're mate. I could ping an invite across if you're not busy.
Oh, bananas in pajamas.
Lots of hellos going on. Hello, hello, hello.
Okay.
I'm not reading that out because that's just not going to come out the way I'd want it to.
No, it's not going to be allowed.
Sophie says Harry Potter.
Oh, why not?
Wayne says, but for the Tau, you could try a Fire Warrior set before moving on to the big battle suits. Yeah, I started my little Tau adventure with a battle suit, so
Why not?
Tau Commander in it. That thing is.
Get stuck in.
And Sophie's asking, what colours do I need for the Tau, Wayne?
Whatever color you like, I think, in my opinion. But I don't paint what's on the box. I'll paint it as I wish. I don't play the game, so I'm not lore correct at all. So
That's the whole thing with modelling. It doesn't need to be expensive every time you buy a goddamn model and buy every single paint that it tells you to buy in the thing. Because 9 times out of 10, you can mix a couple of colours that you've already got together to make the colour that, if you want to do it according to the instructions.
yeah,
And there's plenty of stuff out there on the internet that tell
there's
you
good charts, blending charts and stuff like that. So
Yeah. Because it can be Herculeanly expensive if you decide to say to yourself, right, I'm going to buy all the paints, I'm going to buy all the models, blah, 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 and you'll end up like Panzer with every collection of paint ever been done. So you've got like full set of Vallejo, full set of Tamiya.
Yeah, I got, well, in order. I have a full set of, well, more or less a full set of the large bottles of Tamiya, a full set of the small Tamiya. I have the full Valhalla model colour. I have the full Panzer Aces range. I have a full range of Alclad. I have about 65% of the gun's Aqueous range. I have the same again on the AK Real Colour range. What else have I got? I've got about 25% of Model Air. I have, what else have I got paint wise? I've got half a dozen of the AK paint sets, half a dozen of the ammo paint sets. I have, what else have I got? I've got those Hataka paint sets as well, but only selectively
Nice.
when I'm looking for
But
something
Sophie,
different.
and for anyone else who's new to modelling, like I say, all you need is like all the primary colours, and you can mix any other colour.
Yeah, exactly.
And what I use, I just a scrap of plastic. If I need to mix them up, and I'll just splodge away. That's it.
And don't be afraid to try and mix around, you know? You might come up with a color that you didn't think of. And then you go like, oh, that actually fits, you know? So just
And Dominique says he likes your train, Natasha.
Thank you.
yeah, it's a nice tray.
Wayne Welly says any colour will do, as you can make a custom faction. Otherwise,
Exactly.
it's whites, orange, and red.
Hey.
Dominique says, Jim, you blocked me. Can't see you in chat.
What?
Dominique, if you if you do a pop out on the chat on my channel, you should be able to see it, because I think Jim's watching on
Let's
Scott's
have a
channel.
look.
Yeah, because we're pretty evenly spread this morning. I mean, there's not many in, but bit of a quiet show, but hey, it happens.
Message deleted by David Markey.
What?
Oh, sorry. Shouldn't have said that. Do apologise.
What did you do, Scott?
Didn't say it did nothing.
Nothing?
Ah,
Put the shovel down, Scott.
Yeah. Stop digging.
All right, I'm just going to wing an invite over to Ron, and then I'll sort out what's going on with the chat.
no, nothing's wrong with chat. And,
Oh, you what?
yeah,
Oh, Scott, you're evil. You're absolutely evil.
he hasn't. Someone accidentally typed the message that Jim put up by
Okay.
accident.
Apologies for that, Jim. That was an accident. It happens. These blue spanners have got too much power.
Ooh, the spanner power.
Right.
Yeah.
Wasn't me.
I can't undo it.
Hang on, let me find it. Was it on your channel or my channel?
My channel. You probably won't see it.
Jim, hop over to mine.
Yeah, it's safer there, not
Yeah.
in the outback, you know, and
This Scott fella doesn't know
Or
what he's
spiders
doing.
and-
Hop over to mine.
snakes and stuff will get you.
Well, even the moderators in Australia are trying to kill
was-
you.
The question for Scott and Paul: did either of you tune into? Yeah, it was the memorial service that was hidden.
Oh, okay.
No, I was on the M5 coming back from the doctors.
Yeah, we've already answered it, and
Yeah.
I was unable to attend myself. But yeah,
It was a nice slow trip. That's because I was in the tunnel listening to the engine.
yeah, they had actually had to change the link,
Yeah.
but I was unaware of it until I saw it on Oz's Facebook. Yeah.
Oh, something to watch
And
tomorrow.
Well, that's just it. I don't think we can.
Oh, okay.
Is
It's
it
one
not-
time only.
Yeah, it was through Google Meets.
Yeah.
I have no idea how that operates. I don't know if we still watch it or not. No idea.
Does it saying so many adverts? Sorry, everyone. If you don't want to watch the adverts, hop over to Scott's channel. No adverts on Scott's channel. But if
Yeah.
you do watch them online,
But
all
but you,
of the ad revenue that I get goes on catering.
yeah, but if you watch on Scott's channel, you might get timed
Yeah,
out.
you go there on at your own risk, right? So.
Yeah, if you go to Scott's channel, you'll get banned.
No,
No.
no.
I know someone who would beg to differ there, Scott.
The thing is,
I
it's
didn't
nice
ban
to
it.
hand out, it really is nice to hand out blue spanners because it's a sign of appreciation that people who take part in the channel time. But it can lead to accidental timeouts, which I've noticed does happen. So, double-edged sword.
Well, as long as TBG's not in, we're right.
You watch, he'll turn up now. You mentioned him. Actually, you mentioned him 3 times. He'll turn up.
Yeah.
Jim's asking, Marcus, what are you working on, buddy?
Oh, I'm working on the AFA Club 135th Scimitar. Hold on. There we go. There we go. Part of the glare. There we go. Sorry. Ta-da! It's a little itty bitty thing, you know.
You see, when I see things like this, it makes me want to build post-war, and I don't do post-war. I just have no real passion for anything built.
I'm
after
sure
World
this
War.
has been in a war at some point. A war? Does it have to be a specific war?
Falklands War, the Gulf War.
There you go.
There you go.
So yeah, this is the one I'm trying to assemble. At the moment, it's going really well. So yeah.
Ron, your email should be with you for the invite right now. I know you had trouble doing this last time, but stay with it. We'll try and get you on. Daz says, I'm in the shed, not posted for over a month. Seem to have lost my mojo for it. Enjoy watching streams, etc., but can't find mojo. Everything's so expensive.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah, modeling's just not for kids anymore.
Sad, isn't it?
It is. Thing is, I don't think it's about the money though. With getting kids into the hobby, I think there's too many of the things that are more attractive to them, like video games. You know.
Yeah. True.
And I was having a conversation the other day. Neither of my kids, I mean, they're both in their 20s now. So I've got to stop calling them kids. They've never been to a pub or a nightclub.
What the? Okay.
Their entire social lives have been online.
Yeah. You should take them to the pub then.
Well, I don't drink.
You don't have to drink in a pub. You can eat food. You can, socialize, stuff like that. However, I'd have it.
Wait a minute. Going to a pub and not drinking, that's like going to a brothel or not. Anyway.
Well, you don't drink. How do you know? No, I get it.
You could be a designated driver.
Yes.
But I will say this, because they don't drink, because they don't smoke, they're loaded. Absolutely goddamn loaded.
Yeah. They have other priorities. This is how it is, right? And this is what I
Don't drink, don't smoke. What do?
You gamble.
I probably could have paid for a house with the money I spent on cigarettes over the years.
I think all of us. Oh, Scott, what are you doing now? Stop with the pornography.
What?
Oh, sorry.
Oh.
Isn't this what you voted for?
Yes, that's what we voted for.
Yes.
So the vote was rigged, and that was the result of the vote.
Yes, bastards. I mean, what?
Nice that,
So
mate. Amanda says, Floral themed accessory. I need to use one shade of each: blue, purple, yellow, and neutral color of my own choice.
There
Ah.
are some veggies in there, I can tell.
Harry says he can't see Jim in chat. I think that's been fixed now, Harry. Okay, let me try and explain because this is complicated. Because we multi-stream to numerous platforms, hi everyone on Rumble, hi everyone on Twitter, hi everyone on Scott's channel, and hi everyone on my channel. What happens is, because I use EV Mux, and it's the same for all of the streaming platforms, you will only see all of the chat on the host's YouTube channel. So, if you want to if you're watching on a different platform, what you will need to do to see all of the chat is go to my YouTube channel. You don't have to subscribe. I don't care. I really don't care. Just do a
He
pop
does.
out on the chat.
Yes, he
I
does.
don't care. Just do it. Because I've been watching like the numbers on the subscription thing, it goes up and down all over the month. So there's no point crossing your fingers, crossing your legs, and crossing everything you've got that subscriptions will go up. As long as my mates get some more, I don't care. But anyway, you've got me on a different tack now. I was going to say, all you need to do is do 3 little dots at the side of the chat on my YouTube channel, and it gives you the option to do a pop-out chat. So you can stay on the platform that you're on, watch on there, and then you'll see all of the chat in one place doing a pop-out on my channel. I hope that was clear as mud.
No.
I'll be right back then.
Bye, mate.
Or you can just get on your camera and come in and you can see everything.
Yeah. Ron, you should have that invite by now, mate. Unless you changed your email address.
that
Jim
was-
says, hey, Dominique, you found me on Scott's YouTube channel. What's all those going on? Sophie says, wish someone would go with me to my local Warhammer shop. I don't know whereabouts you are in the country, Sophie. Whereabouts are you?
I'm sure it's Gateshead.
Nowhere near.
I think it's more than a day drive for me to get there.
Driving a swim.
Yeah, I don't have any floaties.
Jim says, yeah, that's a very nice kit, that, Marcus. Wayne says, the good thing with Warhammer is painting them. You can be very artistic unless you paint a specific faction. Yeah, just look at, man, look at what our Joshy's doing at the moment. Incredible stuff. Jim's asking, little history, do you know if Tamiya made 1/25th scale motorized army kits? Yeah, that's where they started back in the day, mate. Right from the 1970s, they made little motorized 1/25ths. And you can still get them on eBay.
The one was they also did the 1/35th scale kits motorised.
Yeah, they did. I only found that out the other week there. I think it was you that told me, Answer. And then I went looking, and yeah, there's still some of those available on eBay as well, but the prices are hysterical. Luftschlosser Creations has joined us as well. I have zero clue why this was recommended to me. I'm glad to see people enjoying their hobby. That's what it's all about, mate. We do regular streams Mondays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays from 6 p.m. in the UK. And this is what I call the Aussie show, because it's prime time in Australia right now. For my Aussie mates, Paul and Scott. But we get people building all sorts of stuff. And welcome aboard, Luftschlosser. Wayne Welly says, Sophie, I would shop elsewhere for Warhammer as their prices are expensive. Yeah, Sophie, if you've got a local store called Boys, Boyes, they have a whole range in there and cheaper than the Warhammer shop. Jim Altergott says no alcohol and no tobacco use. Leaves plenty of money for models, tools, and paints. Exactly that, Jim. I'm with you. Sophie says, I noticed they are not cheap, Wayne. Well, you got to think the actual retail Warhammer shops, that's all they sell. So they've got to make their money somehow, and you got to give credit for that. I mean, it's a British company, everything's British made. All respect to Games Workshop.
You need to put the coffee machine here.
We'll put back on.
And the reason the prices are expensive and cheap, depending on what you buy, is it's because they assume that you're going to be playing the game and building an army. And the items that you use the most of are cheap and cheerful, like your Commoner Garden Space Marines. And you get a lot of them in the box. Whereas, because you're going to use a lot of them in an army. Whereas you're only going to use 1 or 2 tanks in an army. So consequently, the tanks cost a small fortune.
That is correct.
And Wayne says, best bet is to find local shops that stock Warhammer, or try Firestorm Games or MIB models for the website. And Ron says he's got the email, but he's having the same problem connecting to the link. I can't really help you there, Ron, because I'm not in front of your computer, but who knows? Next year, StreamYard might drop their prices and I might go back to StreamYard. But for now, it's EVMux. Because I am not paying 50 quid a month for StreamYard. Not a chance.
No, it's expensive as hell.
They must have lost so many customers when they doubled their prices.
They did, and now they're doing referral links and discounts and stuff like that. Discount drives. So you can tell that they're like, oh crap.
Well, I can't. Even if they went back to their old price structure, I can't go back to them for another year yet because I paid for EVMux for a whole year.
Yeah, exactly right. So.
Yes, they made their bed, let them lie in it.
Yeah.
Hey, perfect segue.
Hey.
But if you do want to help support the channel, we have memberships from 99 pence a month.
Good one.
Oh,
Wait
that's
a minute.
No, I won't point it out.
Bob's dropped
Okay.
off into the basement. Terry.
Okay, mate, no worries.
Okay.
Right, I think I'm going to start the King Tiger.
Yeah. You haven't started yet.
No.
Did you just say King Tiger?
Sorry, it's not King Tiger, is it? It's Tiger 1. I'm an idiot.
Yes, you did.
Do you know, another great thing about these starter sets that Lidl do is every time you start a new kit, you get a brand new paintbrush. And a brand new tube of glue. And 3 quarts of paint.
I've done a couple of them little Ronaldo's ones.
Oh, did you manage to get some?
Yeah, I did. Built the Sherman, little tiny Sherman,
Oh, yeah, I remember now.
and I did. Oh God, don't give me whatever its name is. It's something Jet. It's a red one.
Jet Provost.
That's the one.
And you made a better job of yours than I did of mine.
That's what you said. Yeah.
Magic.
Dominique's asking about the fridge. Yes, it's a fridge, mate.
I need a fridge and a coffee maker in my office.
Oh, God, I've got to put stickers on.
You might as well go the whole hog, Marcus, and have a microwave in there as well.
Why not?
You know,
Why not?
you could have a wee ready meal selection in your microwave and save you getting up off, save you getting away from stepping away from the bench.
Exactly.
Sponsored by Pepsi.
Do you have enough cans of Pepsi there, Terry?
Mate, I go through that stuff like nobody's business. I tell you.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind a bit of Coke.
Okay.
That's when everyone goes dead silent.
Like, oops.
Wait a minute. You mean something like that, Scott? I better just clarify that's plaster of Paris. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I've missed out a little bit of chat here. Let me just catch up. Jim says, "This is for Scott. Is that a P40? Is that P47 the multi-part? I mean, mini art kit?"
Yes.
Yes. He was dumb enough to put up a poll, and we were dumb enough to make sure that it was rigged.
Wayne says eBay can also be a good place to find Warhammer.
Oh yeah, you can get already half-started stuff. People getting tired of it, and they're just chucking it away. Sometimes it's perfect. Parts load. What do they call it? Loads. Something.
Welcome back, Bob.
Well, I was and I grabbed some stuff.
Total car.
A
Yeah.
couple things I
Oh
finished.
wow, the shine on that.
It's the AMT Viper RT10. I've had this laying around in my stash for a while because I stole the engine for another build, so I just decided to go ahead and just build it up and glue the hood down. So
That looks really nice.
it's kind of it's a gloss grape is the color on it. And then
Oh, look at that growler! Hey.
That is cool.
Oh, it's got a trailer as well. Oh, that's awesome.
yeah, this is also the AMT one, the Plymouth Prowler.
I always call them growlers for some reason.
Well, wow. Sorry. Wow, that
Camera
was.
will pick it up. This one's a Tester's gold, and this one is Tamiya gold.
Oh, look at that.
The Tamiya gold's a lot brighter than the Tester's one.
Marcus, your mate's in. Dan Usher says, "Ooh, socks." Dan then says, "Greetings to Terry and his panel. Lots of highs going on." Oh, Bob, can we get close up with that engine?
It's got the V6 fuel injected V6 in it.
Beautiful. Is this another AMT?
Yep.
Absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah.
One day I'll get there for painting.
It is such an art
I
form.
built these a couple of times, and the only real bugger is getting the hood to fit right, and then you have to build the front suspension after you put the body on. Because it goes through the sides of the body. But yeah, other than that, it's a pretty cool little kit.
We can even have the roof off.
Oh, you can have it on or off.
Oh, wow.
Convertible tops. Top goes down, the price goes up. That's what they say about cars.
Yeah.
Right.
And as usual on my channel, I give a shout out to everyone who takes part in my panels. There is a link to everybody's channel in the description to today's video. Please do, if you get time, take a look through. They're all great modelers and makers and some great content on those channels. So that's it in the description. Links to everybody's channel. I will be throwing a few out there for people who've got shows coming up over the weekend. Are you're on later today, aren't you, Bob?
No, Tuesdays. Well, I'll be on Brian's Got Fuels tonight.
Yeah.
Brian.
That starts at like midnight your time. 11 or midnight, something like that.
It's a little community of ours. We've got almost 24-hour coverage, live streaming 7 days a week. So it really is worth you subscribing to some of the people that are listed in today's video and hit notifications as well. There's nothing on TV. Join us.
Yeah.
Dominique says the purple one turned out really nice, Bob.
Oh, thanks. So those were just two kits I had stolen parts from in the past, and I wanted to get the boxes off the shelf, so I figured I'd build them.
I'm just going to pop over to Paul's for a moment. Paul from Australia. Decals, man alive. Look at that.
Wow.
Oh, it's getting there.
Yeah.
That's the roof.
Gorgeous.
Oh, that's a good job, man.
What brand is that again, Paul?
It's just Tamiya.
That's tomato. Well, there we go.
Tamiya, Tamiya, tomato.
Beautiful.
Can we just call it Chip?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to get a pantser for a minute because he's building a swan box.
Well, I use that to put my super glue on. There's a little puddle of super glue. You can buy other things, but I have a friend who keeps the empty filter packets.
Oh, Marcus, look at that lovely photo etch there.
But you see, Marcus, if you had went the whole hog with the photo etch, you could have bought the.
What
That is the kit you're building.
Oh, Christ alive. I'm glad I didn't do that.
Oh, Panther, that's not that. I don't think you meant to show us that, are you?
No, I can show you that.
All
This
right.
is something I've been building for myself over the last few years. I've been putting about with them. I may have several Scorpion and Scimitar
I
kits.
thought that was that competition one that you've been telling us about.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's this one. Can't see that one.
Right.
Look at it. Aha, I can't see it.
Dan says, "Well, I woke up this morning, so definitely good, Harry, and the same to you."
Ah,
Yeah, it's always good when you wake up.
Yeah, when you get to Terry's age, it's remarkable when you wake up.
Well, every day's a bonus when you get to my age.
Yeah.
I look up to the sky and I say, "Thank you, buddy."
Thank you, buddy. Buddy Christ.
He says Wayland Games has a good stock, but not much of a discount though. That's referring to the Warhammer stuff, I'm guessing. Dominique says, yes, Brian. I'm going to watch again. Maybe I'll join the stream for an hour. I'm sure that's meant to be Brian. CJ's joined us as well. Hey, CJ. CJ, I've sent you an invite.
Hey, Chilberton.
Hey, CJ.
Look at me doing my job this morning, flashing up all these chat messages. If they're just hi to people, I'll just flash them up. When something's a bit more juicy in the chat, I will read it out. And there we go.
Juicy.
That is all the chat caught up with. Thank you everyone for joining us this morning. Bit of a quiet one. We've averaged about 25 viewers this morning, but hey, it's early in the UK.
Pigeons are up.
Or it's late, depending on if you've been working night shift.
talking about photo etch.
Oh,
Yes.
man. Is that for your...
That's for the P47.
Oh.
I thought you were going to have that.
Marcus, I can only apologise, mate.
now I regret my vote.
Is that why you're laughing while you say that, Terry?
I regret nothing. I knew there was photo etch in the plane.
Yeah, you knew. Of course you did.
Thing is, I still don't know the full story behind the photo etch thing with you, Marcus. All I heard was
I don't
More
like
scary?
it. I think that's the shortest and direct thing I can say. I do not like photo etch. And then Ross gifted me this stupid kit that's been going on for 2.5 years to watch me squirm online. That's basically it.
And what kit was that again, Marcus?
I don't even want to. You know what it is. I'm sure we'll get reminded about it in the chat in a second.
Yeah, it's more than likely. Yeah.
So props to everyone who does photo etch. I do not mind watching it and seeing skilled people do it, but for me and these sausage fingers, it's just not possible to do a good job. I can put metal together. That's not a problem.
Marcus, you're not alone, mate. I get a kit with photo etch in it. 9 times out of 10, I just put the photo etch aside.
I've started this like if it's not shown, if you can't see it when it's done, I'm not doing it.
Or it's so tiny and delicate that putting it on is like a waste of time because it could be broken off in 10 minutes.
Exactly that, Bob.
Like that big 21 I did had all the lightning rods and all the tiny little aerials on it. That's, man, as soon as I touch that thing, they're gonna break and bend. So those did not go on.
So that's the story. Very simple.
Balamori.
Yeah. Some people just they just can't get their heads around it, and other people just don't like it. Period.
Yeah.
I mean, I remember when I first got my first photo etch set, and I thought, wow. And then I started looking at what they were asking you to replace, and you start to question your sanity. Why did I spend this money on this?
Yeah.
Because you're taking a 3-dimensional piece of plastic and replacing it with a 2-dimensional piece of brass. For certain features, it's very useful, but for the bulk of what they want you to do, you're better off just sticking with the kit part.
Yeah. Well, that's how I see it, at least. Yeah.
I mean, I used to be a sucker. A new kit came out, I would buy the kit and the photo etch brass set. Now, when a new kit comes out, I wait to see what the photo etch brass is going to be like.
Yeah.
Then I may consider buying the photo etch. But today's plastic kits, some of the slide molding is so good that there's no point in you replacing the plastic, the photo etch.
But I have to. I'm super impressed, especially these people who build ships and they do all the trimmings to it.
Mm-hmm.
I get super impressed when I watch stuff like that because they use photo etch everywhere, and they do the aerials, and it's like, oh man,
Yeah.
that is some cool stuff. I have to admit, but I could never do it myself.
And when I built the Aries, I didn't get a choice. Half of the parts are photo etched with no plastic options, so you just have to bite the bullet.
Yeah.
So I don't mind the colored stuff for the cockpit too much because it's stuff that I don't have to paint.
Hmm.
Okay, so I have a black one. Will it fit? That's the next question.
Dan Usher says, From personal experience, I find dying is overrated. Tried it once about 5 years ago. I'm with you on that, mate. I think a few of us have had the old ticker problems.
Yeah.
CJ says, Terry, thank you for the invite. I am mid layout and model area pull down, hoping to build something more permanent so can get on the streams with you. Then I can ask questions about the Lysander build. Okay, mate. That's the point. Bearded Veteran should have got his Lysander by now.
He did. He mentioned it the other day there in a live stream that Scott was participating in. Scott may have forgot to pass the message that he has received it.
CJ says, double greeting there, Dan. Dan says, that's okay. I'm that awesome I can handle it, CJ.
I snuck up to the loose and I heard the name mentioned a couple of times.
No, it's okay. I was just asking if Bearded Veteran had got the Lysander build.
Yes, no, he has. He mentioned it on his Facebook. I don't know if he mentioned it on any of his lives or not because I haven't managed to catch him.
He mentioned it in, I think it may have been either JC's or Carol's stream last week.
Look,
or earlier
there you
in
go.
the week, yes.
Yep. That's right.
Dominic says, Ross did well to give you that, Marcus.
Yes, that was a fun time. It was over Christmas too.
Sorry, mate. What are we referring to there?
The Black Pearl.
Ah,
Now you have me saying it. Thanks.
Harry says, what amazes me is the people who use photo etch on 1 to 700 and 1 to 200 scale ships.
Oh,
some
man.
of it the size of a pinhead. Mate, if you want to see some of that stuff, then you need to, in the description to today's show, got a guy called Lindsay. Click on the link. I've got to forget the name of it now. What's that aircraft carrier?
The Graf Zeppelin.
Graf Zeppelin. Yeah. Oh, my God.
There's also another guy called Dale Mack who frequently comes in. He is doing the Enterprise, the aircraft carrier Enterprise, and he has done a lot of photo etch on that.
Yeah.
And boy,
amazing.
What brand?
Yeah.
What brand Enterprise do you know?
I have no idea. A big one. I'm thinking. I'm gonna hazard a guess and say Trumpeter.
Trumpeter.
Yeah.
Okay.
A mother of a big one.
Well, he says Marcus wants a ship by the sounds of it.
No.
I did say ship, by the way.
Yeah, I heard. Thank you.
We do have a $2 chain here called Shiploads.
Yeah. What is it? Shitloads? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Just mileage in it.
Yep. It's true.
I believe you.
Dan Usher says, yep, I agree with that. The Right Field Sherman had photo etch replacements for the periscope guards. They're flat when the plastic is round, the correct shape panzer.
Yeah. You were away in the toilet at that part of the discussion.
Oh, okay.
Dan Usher says, yep, I am too, Harry. That's some skill. I think that's what he meant. Dan Usher, not ticker here, blood. Pernicious anemia, to be precise. Anyone want to explain what that is? I don't know what that is. Who is my friend? Pernicious anemia.
No, I have no idea.
Medical stuff.
Is that like a blood poisoning thing or?
I don't know.
Don't know. I have anemia, but they never called it that, so I don't know.
Yeah, pernicious anemia is a type of vitamin B12 deficiency. Anemia caused by the body's inability to absorb vitamin B12 due to a lack of intrinsic lack of intrinsic factor, a protein produced in the stomach. It often leads to symptoms like fatigue, weakness, neurological issues if left untreated.
And that's probably the one I have because I take B12. I have to take B12 every day.
Yeah.
And
My
iron.
dad actually had to take that as well. Atul McNichol said, "Hey, Atul, welcome aboard, mate." Yeah,
Morning,
but all
Atul.
that cranberry juice, the nurse to you, brought you back bigger and better than before. Morning, Dan.
D5.
Ron says, Marcus, you should try the 1 to 350 Yamato that has 3D printed parts, etched parts that will make you squirm. And it has lots of etched parts.
Yeah.
Yes.
I do have 350 Missouri, New Jersey, and I think I have the 350 Yamato actually in my stash. But I look at it and I get intimidated and I just put it back.
What was Peter's Yamato? That was a 1200, wasn't it?
The 200, yep.
Yeah, Jesus. Yeah.
Yeah, I had
And
Yamato
he
Yamato last night. I had Yamato lettuce and ham.
he also had photo etch as well, didn't he?
Yeah. He put the full Pontos kit on it or something.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's for somebody that had no experience
Yeah. Bastard.
at the time he did it.
Loads of pies going out to Atoll. Greetings to the Prune Lord from Dan Usher. He says, "Oh, the McNipple Dan." Harry Marwick says, "I've the 1 to 200 Yamato, not even started on the PE yet, as doing a lot of sub assemblies, and that has 16 frets of PE in the kit.
Holy
Christ.
moly.
That's the stuff of nightmares."
And then people go buy extra.
I know. What the hell's wrong with you?
Did I just hear correctly? Did I just hear Marcus say he wants to do it?
No. No. Where did you hear that? You must be dreaming, boy.
Oh, sorry. I must have been dreaming. Yeah.
Scott's suffering from that selective hearing problem again.
Oh, that one. Yeah, all right. Fine.
Did you say something then, Panzer?
Wasn't me, it was him next door.
Holy Jesus, Mother of God.
Uh-oh.
Yes, did you call?
So, that Yamato, is it by a company called Glow 2B?
That's one of the company names, yeah.
It's 600 quid.
Sounds
That's
about
the
right.
bit.
Yeah.
That's the 1-200.
Yeah. Go away. No. Just no.
Yeah, what comes with 16 sheets of photo etch, then you buy more. And the wooden decks.
I'm not doubting that it's worth every penny, but
Hey,
600
the
quid.
wooden deck I can live with, definitely. Right.
600 quid with no motors, no lasers.
Oh no, those are extras, Terry.
Oh, hang on.
What's Scott gone to get?
I think someone's at the door.
I think his pizza's arrived.
Danish says, my B12 is an intramuscular injection, bayonet drill every 3 months, and 7 pills at the moment a day, but mainly supplements. Jesus. Feel free, Dan.
Hang on.
Yeah, I
Ethel
take
says,
B, iron, and D every day, and my platelets are still very low. So I have to be careful when I cut myself that I don't let it get out of hand.
Yeah.
Because I ain't got the stuff in there to make it stop bleeding very well. But they still make me stick my finger twice a day to check my
Yeah.
blood.
It's like,
I have to be careful about cutting myself so I don't bleed out, but you make me poke holes in my hand twice a day.
Athol McNichol says, I see that Welsh git is awake. Rain Welly incarcerated.
Mm.
Athol says, morning, Harry. Danosha says, come on, that's not fair. Someone has to come. Come on, that's not fair. Someone has to come from Wales, Athol. Harry Marwick says, I'm not paying for Pontos PE. Costs as much, if not more, than the price of the kit. So what, you're going from a 600 quid kit to a 1200 quid kit if you get all the extra PE?
I mean, if it's a year-long project or years-long project, or you use it as, or you're going to give it away or something, I can see that. But
For me, the only way I could make that worthwhile is obviously if I could get enough content out of it, fully motorize it, make it RC.
Well, there is a guy who's building a model ship, and he literally does every step, and it's a video out of it. I think he's on 1,200 pieces. Ron Cavalier,
Right.
I think his name is.
Yeah.
I mean, I've often had the thought, but if only time was on my side. Anyway, of doing one from scratch out of wood with no plans, just get some pictures and do what Sparky does. Because my mate Sparky, he builds, well, I'm sure you've seen him on the streams before. Stunt Hanger channel. There's a link in the description, and he builds stuff just out of his head, real flying aircraft, without plans. It starts off with basic balsa and just builds stuff. And what a craftsman! Tell you, unbelievable. What's Bob up to?
I don't know, but I see bubble wrap.
Oh, this is the Aries that I did.
oh wow,
Oh wow!
And probably 60% of it is photo etch.
holy!
Wow.
That's a 1-200.
Absolutely gorgeous.
They popped the lid off. I guess it was worth it though because it won.
Oh, careful there, Bob! I don't want you breaking this live on stream. Let's hope the camera's going to focus now. Come on, focus, Gimloid. Beautiful.
That is absolutely gorgeous.
Absolutely stunning.
Yeah.
Every single window has a windshield wiper on it, and all the railings and the radio dome tower. That's all photo etched. The masts are all photo etched. The harpoon, most of the harpoon on it are all photo etch on it.
And it proves that point again. You do not need to weather things.
Nope.
That is
Well,
absolutely
the US Navy ship, they kind of keep them fairly clean. So
that is gorgeous. I have to say.
Bob, you stun me every time you come on. Your collection must be immense. Well, it's called King Bob for a reason.
Yep.
the reason I built this boat is because, or ship, however you want to call it, is it is docked like 5 miles from my house.
Oh, wow.
When the Navy retired it, since the hydrofoil, it's all made out of aluminum, so they sold it for scrap.
So you can actually do a you can actually go on that and do a tour around the real thing.
Yep.
Awesome.
And the man who has it now bought it from the scrapper just to save it, and he's in the process of restoring it.
Oh.
Wow.
Yeah.
Awesome stuff.
It's like it's a U.S. Navy vessel that's probably as far away from the ocean in the United States as you could possibly get.
Dan, I fully agree, mate. I mean, I take 7 pills a day for myself from my heart attack that I had a few years ago. But again, thanks to a lot of people slag off the NHS, but they got me in real quick for my stent. I mean, I had the heart attack one day, 2 days later, I had my stent fitted, and it was done and dusted in an hour, and I was back at work within a couple of weeks. So, I've got, the pills are more than worth it. I'm still here. Can't stop eating Kentucky Fried Chicken, though. Harry Marwick says, Ron is a model ship machine. Harry Marwick says, SEN Navy from Taiwan is another shipbuilder, all IJN. And that's all the chat caught up with. And we've gone over time. It is now 10 past 10 in the UK. I'm going to do my thing. Thank you, everyone, for joining us this morning.
Thank you.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, thanks for having us.
And thank you for staying with us, Panzer, because I know you're pushed for time.
Yeah, well, some of us have to go and get our beauty sleep. I know some of you need it more than I do, but
Here we go.
And I've done absolutely nothing on the Tiger that I wanted to start. But that's how it goes when you're the host of. Hang on, let me get this right. When you're the host of the biggest Saturday morning show in the UK.
Oh, there you go.
Because I'm the only one man enough to do it this time in the morning.
In full and glorious 1080p.
Oh, yes.
I forgot to do it today, didn't I?
Yeah, you did.
You did, yes.
Oh, damn it.
Do it twice next week.
I should start on the coffee on the morning instead of the Pepsi. Right, I'm going to do the last of the chat and then we can all say goodbye. Take care, Wayne. Wayne's off as well. Thank you for joining us, Wayne. Always good to see you, mate. Danish says, I doff my pre-verbal hat to you, Bob. I think that's a kind of a well done for you thing. Danish says, stay classy, Wayne. Right. Thank you to everyone on the panel. Thank you to Natasha. Thank you to King Bob. Thank you to Panzercat. Thank you to Marcus. Thank you to Paul Bright. Thank you to Scott. Have I missed anyone?
Yeah, Scott didn't get enough pizza for everybody.
You forgot Marcus.
I did not. I said thank you, Marcus and Git. Thank you to everyone watching on Rumble. Thank you to everyone watching on Twitch. Thank you to everyone watching on Scott's channel. Thank you to all the members as well for your support. This wouldn't be possible without your memberships. Thank you. And they start at 99p. That's the only advert for that. So thank you everyone for watching. I'm back tomorrow morning for Michelle's Crafting Corner. 11 a.m. Link in the chat, in the description to today's video. Thank you, everyone. We're out of here. Bye, everyone.
Bye.